Hello and welcome. If you're a leader in the restaurant industry, you know the daily struggle, right? Juggling staff, suppliers, and a whole bunch of different software systems that don't talk to each other. But what if I told you the solution to your biggest headaches isn't more software, but a completely new kind of workforce? Well, today, that's exactly what we're diving into, an AI workforce built from the ground up for your restaurant. So let me start with a big question. As an executive, are you paying an invisible operator tax without even realizing it? Think about it. This is the hidden cost you pay every single day by forcing your amazing human team to manually patch together all the disconnected pieces of your business. It's a tax on your time, it's a tax on your profits, and it's a tax on your potential for growth. So, here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll nail down the core problem, what we call the operator bottleneck. Then we'll get into the real numbers, the true cost of doing things manually. After that, I'll introduce you to your AI workforce. We'll look at it as an investment, not a cost. And finally, I'll show you how you can get this whole thing up and running in just one day. All right, let's jump in. Section 1, the operator bottleneck. This is all about why your people and your technology are stretched to their absolute breaking point. So, what exactly is the human operator bottleneck? It's that frustrating point where your business just can't grow anymore because your staff are stuck being, well, human glue. They're spending their valuable time manually punching in data, trying to connect your POS to your payroll to your scheduling software instead of doing what they do best, taking care of your guests. Does any of this sound painfully familiar? Your team manually typing numbers from one screen to another, that constant knot in your stomach worrying about a mistake in payroll or a mistake in an order. Your manager is spending more time on the phone with vendors than actually on the floor managing. And maybe you're missing out on customers because you can't serve a diverse multilingual community perfectly. These aren't just small annoyances. You know, they're symptoms of a much deeper, more costly problem. Okay, Section 2, that bottleneck we just talked about, it's not just an operational headache. It's a real quantifiable financial drain on your business. Let's dig into the actual cost of keeping things manual. Just look at this number, 150%. That is the average annual turnover rate for restaurant employees. It is an absolutely brutal, expensive cycle of hiring, training, and then losing great people, often because they're just completely burned out from all those repetitive manual tasks we just mentioned. And here is the direct price tag for that turnover. It costs, on average, nearly $6,000 to replace just one employee. Now, think about your business. If you lose 10 employees in a year, that's almost $60,000 walking right out the door. So, here's the crucial takeaway. Manual work is anything but free. Every little payroll error, every invoice that gets typed in wrong, every bit of food that spoils because of a slip-up in inventory, it's not just an inconvenience. It is a direct hit to your profit margin. And this brings us to Section 3. The answer here is not to go buy another piece of software to try and patch another hole. The solution is to fundamentally rethink how the work gets done. It's time to meet your new AI workforce. So, what is a digital workforce? Well, think of it as a team of super efficient, pre-trained AI specialists. Now they don't replace your current systems. They plug right into them. They work 24/7. They never call in sick, and they basically act as these powerful assistants for your human team, freeing them up to focus on the high-value, customer-facing work. Now, let's look at who's on this team. First up, you get a communications director. We call him Momentum, and his agent Jordan, who handles all your inbound calls, reservations, takeout, you name it. Then there's an operations director, Nexus, for things like inventory and internal staff questions, and Fiducia, a finance director, to handle invoices and payroll. It is a complete management team ready to go on day one. Just to make this real, let's focus on Jordan, your AI receptionist. Your best human host on their best day can handle one call at a time. Jordan can handle thousands simultaneously. Your host works an 8-hour shift. Jordan works 24/7, 365. Your host might speak a second language. Jordan speaks over 30. The difference in capacity and the potential for new revenue is just monumental. You will literally never miss another takeout order or reservation call again. So the big question, right? How do we pay for this? And that brings us to Section 4, but it's really important we shift our thinking here. We have to stop looking at this as a cost. This is a strategic investment that delivers a clear, powerful return. And here is that investment. Totally transparent. It comes out to just under $500 a month. I mean, that's less than what you'd pay one part-time employee for a week. And for that, you get an entire digital management team working tirelessly for your business around the clock. This chart really puts it all into perspective. You see that small monthly investment bar on the left? It is absolutely dwarfed by the potential returns. You've got massive labor savings from less turnover and more automation, and then this huge bar for recaptured revenue from all those calls you're not missing anymore. The ROI isn't just positive, it's transformative. Let's break down exactly where that return comes from. First, huge labor savings. Second, all that recaptured revenue from calls you used to miss. Third, you're protecting your profit by eliminating those expensive human errors in finance and ordering. And finally, you're reducing waste by automating inventory to cut down on food spoilage. Every single one of these is a direct injection into your bottom line. Okay, this all sounds great, but I know what you're probably thinking. A nightmarish, months-long implementation process, right? Well, that's why Section 5 is so important. This is not your typical software rollout. We call it an activation. It's a simple 3-step plan. Step 1, you connect your existing software accounts. Step 2, you configure the agents with a super intuitive setup wizard. And Step 3, you activate. Your AI workforce can be up, running, and generating value for you on day 1. No disruption, no downtime. It's that simple. And the key here, the absolute game changer, is that this works with the tools you already have and love. It natively integrates with the big platforms like Toast, Clover, 7shifts, and QuickBooks. You don't have to rip and replace a single thing. This system just layers right on top of your existing tech, making everything smarter. And that brings us to the final and honestly the most powerful piece of this puzzle. Beyond all the automation, every single interaction that's handled by your AI team, every customer call, every supplier invoice, every staff question, it all gets analyzed. This creates what we call a private learning network, which is basically a real-time stream of business intelligence that was completely invisible to you before. So, I'll leave you with this one last thought. What could you do? What strategic decisions could you make if you knew the number one question your customers, your staff, and your suppliers were asking every single day in real time? What menu changes would you make? How would you improve your training? Which supplier relationships would you rethink? That is the strategic power you unlock when you move beyond manual work and hire your new AI workforce. Start your 14-day free trial and unlock full access to tools designed to boost reservations, streamline operations, and keep customers coming back. No commitments, no long-term contracts, and absolutely no credit card required. From digital marketing and automated promotions to guest engagement and workflow management, Nextvert helps restaurants of every size run smoother and grow faster. See how effortless restaurant success can be. Visit Nextvert.com to start your free trial today.